This is why so many women are single.
Why do some women seem to effortlessly find love, while others remain perpetually single? In today's video, we'll uncover the real reasons so many women struggle with forging lasting romantic connections in the modern era. With shifting cultural dynamics, it can feel harder than ever to find the right partner. But often, our own blind spots and counterproductive patterns prevent us from attaining the love we crave deep down. By exploring the inner obstacles and outdated beliefs sabotaging intimacy, we can reclaim the power to build the relationships that light us up. We'll look at the psychological factors causing chronic singledom so you can reflect on what may be blocking your own journey to love. Because with self-awareness comes the opportunity for growth. Are you ready? Let's dive in.
Overly high standards. This is why so many women are single.
With limitless dating options, it's tempting to become overly selective, constantly seeking the perfect partner who checks every box on your wish list. But hyper-focusing on trivial flaws or credentials often causes us to dismiss amazing potential partners. A woman chronically complained how she couldn't find any good men, yet routinely rejected caring guys if they didn't match her 6-page checklist covering everything from height to hobbies. She sought an ideal that didn't exist. Another insisted her partner make over $200K and be 6'2" or taller, passing up incredible men over superficial criteria. Prioritize core values over picky preferences. Don't let great prospects slip away over negligible details like their taste in movies. You want a partner, not a fantasy. Focus on emotional needs first. Is he empathetic? Does he communicate openly? That's what builds lasting love.
Refusal to compromise. This is why so many women are single.
Some women have extensive deal-breaker lists, refusing to compromise on anything from religion to wanting kids someday. But healthy relationships require mutual flexibility. If you approach dating like a prosecutor, finding flaws in everyone, you'll end up alone. An inflexible woman broke up with a man she was crazy about because he lived 45 minutes away and she didn't want a long-distance relationship. Another ended a great partnership because the guy wasn't excited about having children. Though he was open to adoption, it had to be her biological kids. Define your absolute essentials like values, empathy, commitment, and respect. But challenge yourself on negotiable things like location, hobbies, or timeline for major life decisions. Sometimes the right person is worth reasonable compromise. Don't let stubbornness rob you of love.
Refusal to initiate. This is why so many women are single.
Some women fall into the trap of sitting back passively and expecting men to do all the pursuing in early dating. But modern relationships require both partners to initiate and express interest clearly. Fear of rejection causes missed connections. A woman met a great guy at a mutual friend's party, but waited for him to ask for her number, which he didn't because he was also shy. She agonized over the missed opportunity for weeks, expecting him to make the first move, though she felt a real spark too. If you want to get to know someone, speak up. Ask for his number instead of waiting indefinitely. Plan a follow-up date if you had a good time. Your assertiveness and confidence could be a turn-on. Take control of your dating life instead of waiting for things to happen to you.
Fear of vulnerability. This is why so many women are single.
Opening your heart to someone new means taking an emotional risk. Past relationship wounds or betrayal can make you reflexively resist vulnerability to stay safe. But true intimacy requires letting your guard down. A divorced woman struggled to trust men after being cheated on in her marriage. At the first signs of emotional closeness with a new partner, she withdrew out of engulfment anxiety. She longed for love, but pushed prospects away, terrified of getting hurt again. Start slowly allowing yourself to become vulnerable again, maybe just sharing a secret. See this as an act of courage, not weakness. The right man will gently earn your trust over time through dependability. You can learn to release fear, embrace intimacy, and let the walls around your heart come down.
Unhealed baggage from past relationships. This is why so many women are single.
We all bring a unique history of exes, breakups, betrayals, and baggage into new relationships. But residual emotional gunk from your romantic past can poison the promise of the present. A woman compared every man she dated to her narcissistic ex, constantly anticipating betrayal again. She misinterpreted kind gestures as manipulation and raged over harmless comments trapped in her trauma. Another rebuffed genuine affection from her new boyfriend to avoid getting hurt, like in her previous abusive relationship. Process your relationship wounds so they don't infect new love. Then you can clearly see partners for who they are now without projection or distrust tainting the bond. Don't let ghosts from your past haunt your present happiness.
Inability to healthily argue. This is why so many women are single.
All couples inevitably disagree and argue at times. How you handle conflict and resolve grievances determines your chance at lasting love. Stonewalling, raging, hypercriticizing, or contempt will slowly corrode intimacy. A woman flew into hysterical rages whenever her boyfriend didn't immediately agree with her opinions, then gave him the cold shoulder for days after. He started carefully censoring his words around her, terrified of setting her off again. Another relentlessly picked apart her girlfriends under the guise of constructive criticism. Learn to argue with empathy, express needs calmly, compromise, and forgive. Seek to genuinely understand your partner's perspective too. Bond through working out conflicts respectfully together, not wielding criticism like a weapon. Choose being happy over being right.
Dismissiveness toward dating feedback. This is why so many women are single.
When relationship struggles persist, it's wise to humbly ask trusted friends for honest feedback on sticking points or blind spots. But some stubbornly ignore input, believing they're never the problem. Despite being single for years, a woman refused to reflect on why none of her first dates led to second ones. Her defensive attitude left no room for growth. Another insisted every man she met was just intimidated by her success, dismissing critiques of her abrasive communication style. Even if tough to hear, be open to feedback that could unlock insights you've missed on your own. The common denominator in your failed relationships is you not every man. Self-awareness allows positive change. Don't block out criticism. Let it sharpen your emotional intelligence.
Unwillingness to compromise on physical standards. This is why so many women are single.
Some women strictly limit their dating pool by refusing to consider partners shorter than 6'' or who don't have a certain income or physique. But such rigid checklists severely shrink options in an already competitive dating market. Despite being average in looks and accomplishments herself, one woman demanded ripped, tall men out of her league, then wondered why she only attracted players or guys wanting hookups. Another turned down an intellectual soulmate solely because he was 5'7" when she was 5'5". Broaden your horizons by relaxing superficial standards. Don't equate physical traits with more meaningful compatibility. Instead of obsessing over measurements, get to know men's hearts. What values do you share? Do you laugh together? Cherish intimacy over inventorying irrelevant numbers.
Unrealistic relationship expectations. This is why so many women are single.
Some women construct grandiose fantasies around relationships, expecting partners to fulfill every emotional need perfectly. This idealism inevitably leads to disappointment and chronic relationship hopping. A woman dreamed of the fairy tale romance she saw in rom-coms, down to meet cutes and extravagant dates. When her partners couldn't live up to these storybook standards, she lost interest. Another expected one man to be her best friend, passion-filled lover, therapist, travel buddy, protector. No mortal could play all those roles. Bring expectations down to earth. Understand that relationships require work, compromise, and loving flawed humans, not princes. See partners realistically. Don't project fantasized traits onto them. Manage your own emotions instead of over-relying on someone else for happiness.
Addiction to drama. This is why so many women are single.
Some women unconsciously gravitate toward high-conflict partners. Addiction to the intensity and emotional roller coaster. But this drama hampers long-term stability. A woman was bored in her stable relationship with a kind man who adored her. She started provoking huge fights just to feel alive. Another got an adrenaline rush from dating narcissists until their mind games turned abusive. She equated turmoil with passionate love. Break this drama addiction. Choose men who bring peace, not chaos. Find excitement through shared activities, not fighting. Healthy love is calm, supportive, and trusting. Don't orchestrate conflict just to ease boredom. Seek secure attachment.
Refusal to address mental health issues. This is why so many women are single.
Unresolved traumas, mood disorders, or personality issues often wreak havoc in relationships if not properly managed through counseling and self-care. But some women resist getting help, jeopardizing intimacy. A woman's childhood abuse left her with volatile rages. She refused therapy, and her mood swings eventually drove partners away. Another's severe anxiety made her constantly accuse her boyfriend of cheating and monitoring his every move, pushing him away. Don't let stigma stop you from getting support. Healing your inner world strengthens relationships. Deal with depression, anxiety, grief, anger issues, traumatic imprints through professional help or structured programs. Then you can stop self-sabotaging through unhealthy patterns.
Unwillingness to try new approaches. This is why so many women are single.
Dating successfully requires experimentation, an open mind, and sometimes stepping outside your comfort zone. Clinging stubbornly to the same stale tactics will lead to the same dead ends. A serial monogamist refused to try non-traditional avenues like dating apps or matchmakers to meet guys, relying solely on diminishing social circles. Another persisted with a poorly written generic dating profile, despite getting no quality matches for months. Mix it up. Say yes to new ways of meeting people. Make bold overtures and rewrite tired narratives holding you back. Doing the same thing while expecting different results is insanity. Allow your adventurous side to come out. Have fun with the process. As you can see, a myriad complex reasons converge to explain the modern challenges so many women face finding lasting love and partnership. But the obstacles blocking your path to intimacy are not insurmountable. With courage, flexibility, and self-awareness, you can dismantle the walls separating you from the amazing relationship you desire deep down. Don't lose hope or resign yourself to unsatisfying singledom. Instead, boldly commit to the personal growth required to magnetize the healthy love you deserve. It's waiting for you. The journey begins with your next step. Start by identifying blind spots and shifting unhelpful mindsets holding you back. Small positive changes compound over time. You have the power to become the best version of yourself and attract the fulfilling relationship ideal for who you are, not who you think you should be. Your happy ending is out there searching for you too. So never give up faith in love.